we looked at an example of a unit at 8 Belasis industrial estate in Billingham. And probably to illustrate this, there are two ways of looking at it. One, buying the property outright, and the other one, buying the property with the benefit of a loan from a lender. And the headline figures would be purchasing for about £1 million, and I think we think that the rental income on this unit would be around about £95,000 per year. So the first example, if we think of a straight outright cash purchase, the investor is going to get £95,000 a year rental income against an initial investment of £1 million. That's an easy calculation, 9.5% return. Caveat that by saying there are some non-recoverable costs involved in operating a property like that, but if we keep it quite simple, 9.5% return. And that works out at a payback on the investment, in other words, the period of time required to hold the asset in order for its purchase price to be fully recouped by the rent, of just over 11 years. The second example would be to buy the property with the benefit of a loan and to see what difference that makes to the return. So again, we'll look at the purchase price of £1 million and the rental income of £95,000 per year. This time we've got to allow for reduction in the rental income to allow for loan repayments. And doing that under current interest rates would reduce the net rental income figure to £50,000 a year. Now we're thinking about how much would we be able to borrow in those circumstances. And that typically would be around about 60% loan to value. So one would hope that a bank would be able to lend £600,000 towards the purchase price, leaving the client £400,000 to introduce themselves. We've said we've got a £50,000 net rental income after allowing for the loan repayments, a £400,000 investment. That's a 12.5% return, better than buying it outright in cash and needing less money to put it in up front. So sounds quite good. Allow for the fact that interest rates might change, although borrowers can fix those interest rates if they need to hedge that risk. And there's another possibility that a loan can be obtained on an interest-only basis. So in other words, during the term of the facility, you're not making any actual repayments, you're just paying the interest. In this particular example, that would increase the return to over 17% per year. But you do need to make an allowance for making repayments at some point in the future.